So if you're at this exercise, your design might look a little bit different than mine, but this is pretty much what you want to get. Definitely, I've spent some time cleaning up my lines. These are pointed now. I want to see that you have yours pointed too. So if you haven't done that yet with the Convert Anchor Point tool, please do. I've just cleaned things up, and I definitely don't have a situation where one thing is overlapping another. So if yours doesn't look this clean and this polished yet, go back and work on that before you do this next step. Otherwise, you are just wasting your time. Not in a mean way, but you really are wasting your time because you're going to have to end up doing all this all over again anyway. So this is important, what I'm about to show you. Everything I've done here is on Design 8, that layer right there. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because, close all this up or get this out of the way, because I'm going to take this layer right here, and before I do anything else, I am going to deliberately copy it. So I'm dragging this layer, Design 8, where I have all my paths. I hope you'll put them in the same place or at least somewhere where you can find them. And now I have a copy of it. So I have an exact replica of what I have done twice. Do that first. You're going to thank yourself later. Get into the habit of doing that before you do this next step. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lock one of these and make it invisible. So I can only see one of the layers that has all this stuff. I am going to use the selection tool, so that's V, grab everything, and what I'm going to do, let me zoom in to show you. So right now before I do what I'm about to do, these are all currently lines, these are paths, they have anchor points and everything, and I'm going to go to Object, Expand. What does this do? Looks like everything's the same, except you might have noticed some things shifted. I now have a shape. This is no longer a path, it is now a shape. These are all long, very long rectangles where, don't do this, but like if I came in here now and I messed with the anchor point instead of moving the line, it's like moving a shape. That's very different from what we had before. The good and the bad of this is it's now a shape, which is useful for some things, and also it's good if you have like an area that's just didn't clean up right, like for example, let's say if this is still sticking out and you just couldn't fix that before, you now have the ability to move that anchor point and mess with that shape and make it perfect. So again, zoom in, go back, check your work. If you're ready for this next step, what we're going to do is we're going to make all this one big shape. So see how this is all individual shapes, right? Check this out. You're going to select everything. You're going to go to Window, Pathfinder, and this is going to come up. And I haven't really explored this with you guys very much just yet. Maybe not at all yet. But for now, make sure all of just this is selected. And remember, this is important, make sure you're only working on the one layer. So the other layer that is a copy of this has already been locked. And then you're going to click Expand Compound Shape. What did that do? Well, now if I come in and I click on this, that's all now one very complex shape. So if I click, you can see this is all linked together. It's not several different rectangles or what looks like lines. It's now all one big shape. So that is the next step. You're going to want to make sure you do that. If you don't do that, it's going to make things down the road for you a little bit harder. So make sure that you select everything and do that first.